Oh my gosh. This is from my nightmares, man. Oh, what the? Oh, this is so freaky.
Let's officially start the timer.
Looks like 24 hours just started, and I'm already freaked, so this ain't gonna be good.
Max, see that rope above your head? Can you pull it for me real quick?
Is this a trick?
No. Next time you pull that bell, we will dig you up. And if it does not say above 24 hours, you lose everything. Sweet dreams, Macus.
Don't throw the walkie-talkie.
Oh, was it that predictable?
I already know they threw it, and I'm not even up there.
And to make sure Mac doesn't die in his own grave, he's going to be wearing this wristband that directly tells us his heart rate and vitals. And no, it does not give him any way of knowing what time it is.
Basically, I need to figure out how to keep track of the time. I'm completely clean shaven right now. Usually, after a day or a day and a half, I can feel a little bit of stubble. So if I can feel that, I've most likely survived 24 hours. I pee like 4 times a day, probably. So I know if I pee 8 times, I for sure made it.
But then Mac had a better idea.
I could try to stay awake for 2 hours, sleep for 10 hours, and then I would be halfway done with the challenge, and I could just do that twice, and then I'd be good.
That could be a smart decision, but it could also cost him $700,000.
With Mac's plan now in place, his first step was to pass the time for the next 2 hours.
Well, it's no Feastable bar, but I guess it makes hunger stop.
But it was pretty obvious he was quickly getting bored. And Mac being bored this early is a pretty telltale sign that he may not be too good at this. Because already within 45 minutes, Mac's idea of time was horrendously off.
I think it's been about 2 hours. I'm gonna try to get about 10 hours of sleep, which should put me at the halfway mark.
Are you planning on going to sleep?
Yeah, I was thinking about going to sleep right now.
If you go to sleep, you're going to lose track of time.
Nolan, I could give you, maybe 10 grand if you tell me when it's been 24 hours. What about like 200 grand?
Ooh, tempting. But Jimmy told me not to tell you. All right, get some rest and don't lose track of time.
All right.
Even though the pro to sleeping is it will help Mac pass the time faster,
First night sleeping in the coffin.
the con is it's very difficult for him to keep track of how long he's been buried, especially when he's not even able to stay asleep for more than 30 minutes at a time.
I have no idea what time it is right now. I'm a little creeped out.
Hogan, for the love of God, it's been over 12 hours. I think that's where we're at.
Wake up, Mac, are you okay?
Whoa.
Dude, you look like you just got hit by a truck.
It kind of feels like I did just get hit by a truck. If I was to legitimately guess how many hours in I am, I think it's like...
The longer Mac stayed in the coffin, the less he seemed to know what time it was.
Might be hour 16.
And because we like to build a lot of suspense on this channel, for the remainder of this sphere, you're not going to know how long he's been in there either. And even though Mac wanted to ensure that he was going to be there long enough, it was clear the claustrophobia was getting to him.
Being in this coffin is scary. Like, that, and the longer I'm in here, the worse I feel. It's a crazy feeling.
But eventually, when we saw Mac begin to grab that rope, we knew he was thinking about ringing that bell.
That's the face of somebody that's about to ring this bell soon.
There's no way it's been under 24 hours. God, I'm nervous. I really hope I'm not making a mistake right now. 3,
Oh my gosh, he's about to do it.
2,
This is it.
1.
Oh, stop the timer!
And now that Mac has made his decision, there was just one last thing I had to do.
Let's see if Mac loses $700,000. Hi!
Hey, Jimmy.
There you go. Welcome to the outside world.
Now that you are out of the coffin, let's see if you were in there for 24 hours.
If the number I reveal is lower than 24 hours, then you lose 700 grand.
I feel like I'm about to throw up.
3, 2, 1. 36 hours.
What I am talking about!
He scares me.